Okay, so one of the last things that we're going to learn on process model is how to use resources, okay? So on your right tab there, if you go down, scroll down, remember we have the entities there, we have the process staff, and we have resources. And there's multiple types of these different resources that you can use, right? So it could be like an equipment in a manufacturing floor, but also the workers in the manufacturing floor, or tools, or maybe a service bay that you need, or maybe a garage. Whatever resource you want, you can put it there. Okay, you put a name there. We're gonna see an example later on the next video, but you can put in a label there, name it. You can put as many resources you can. You want to do it. Important here is the relationship that you're going to have between the activity and the resource. So there's these three basic types, which are in essence just two. Is either a get in free situation, and the get in free means that whenever an entity arrives at the activity, the resource is going to grab it, do the activity, and let it go after you finish the activity. Okay, so that's what we call the get in free. Okay, it's going to take it, do the step, and let it go when it finished that activity, that step. If you put that as a get relationship, means that the resource is going to be attached to the entity. So whatever process or product or service or customer or patient. And when it's finished, it will not let it go. It's just going to stay with, the resource is going to stay with the entity, with the product for the next step, right? Until there is a free. So if you want to use get and then free, you have to put those two in different parts of the process. So it will get, let's say that you're putting in the hospital and you have like a bed that you're going to use, or equipment that you're going to use. So it's going to get at the beginning, it's going to do all process stuff with the patient, and only going to free at the end, right? So that's this kind of situation, right? And here is, you're going to see this example in our next video that goes step by step on these things. But here's a very important information about how to link them, okay? So you should link them in this way, or this is a get in free situation, right? But since there is another get in free situation, you see there is like the circle here with nothing in the middle. So this is a get in free because there's two of them. But this, you have a second worker at the same time. So what does that mean? It means that both the workers are being used at the same time. Okay. So this process, whenever the product arrives, both workers are getting the process, and both workers, the man and the worker, are using their time at the same time, right? So it should be used in the process that I need two people, in this case, two people at the same time. And here's just a normal relationship. You're saying, okay, I just need a get in free situation, I get, do the process step, and let go. This case is an alternate resource process. So here I'm saying that, well, there is a man here and a worker. The worker is the primary resource there. So if he's available, he's going to get and use the process and free. But if the worker is not available, then the man will do the process here. Okay. So in this case, on the right, they're both doing it at the same time. So you're using two resources at the same time. You need two people here. This one is the worker is doing. If the worker is not available, the man is doing. This one, only the worker is doing. Okay. So it's very important to understand those differences, right? So here is the same thing, but in a get and free situation, right? So the doctor will get the patient in the process. It will let go only in process 2. If the doctor is not available, then the tech will take it, so the alternate, and it will also be a get in free situation. Okay, so now I suggest you guys to go to the next video, who's going to have the example of how I did it with the example on the slides. Okay.